sales training and inspiration. My name is Mike Malloy. I'm with American Hearts Radio Entertainment Network, and here's Mr. Richard Norton. He is the host of this web TV series, and I tell you what, Rich, I know this is going to be a great web television series. There's so many wonderful things about, inspiration and motivation and sales, and it takes a really go-getter to be a salesman, and it keeps motivation. You have to get out there and have that drive to make things happen. I'm just so humbled that you're here today and that we're together. I just want to say, this right here is a product of God working through people. And, a wonderful girl that I love led me to the Hands and Feet Foundation, and Hands and Feet Foundation led me to Richard. Richard was brought to the network and see what we're doing here, and now here we are. Rich, I'm going to do a little interview with you.
Okay.
How long have you been in sales?
At the age of 18, I answered an ad in the paper. I was 1 year removed from college, and I was looking for a summer job. And the ad was in New London, Connecticut, the New London Day, and the ad simply said, have fun, make money, travel, meet people, and that was very enticing. That's what I was looking for. So I went in for the interview. It was about an hour-long interview, and I received a position with P.F. Collier Incorporated, selling encyclopedias door to door based on commission.
That's a tough job, man.
And I was excited. And I remember going home and telling my family and my friends about it, and I didn't get anywhere near the encouragement or the excitement that I had. In fact, it was quite the opposite. Most of them were like, I had a brother, they had a friend, they had a cousin that did that. You're not going to be successful. What makes you think you're going to be successful? And I could have went two ways. I could say, you know what? I'm going to listen to the naysayers and say, yeah, you're probably right. I'm not going to be successful. Thankfully, I chose the other route. And I said, you know what? I'm going to show them. I'm going to be successful doing this. Even though people aren't believing in me, I'm going to have to believe in myself.
Believe in yourself,
That's the most important thing. And that summer, I ended up being the number 3 college student in the whole country. And I won an all-expense paid trip to Portugal.
Wow.
I sent postcards to all the people that said I wasn't going to make it. I said, wish you were here.
You know what? You actually... It all worked in your favor from that ad that you read.
Absolutely.
That's just unbelievable.
Yes. And I did that for, believe it or not, I was in that business for 20 years.
Wow.
8 years later, I received an award, a great recognition, Man of the Year, and I won a beautiful Rolex watch. And I remember telling my dad about it, and he was like, you know what? Always been behind you. Always knew you could do that job. I was like, I don't think that was the case. But I did that for 20 years, and it was a great business, and it was the best training that I ever could possibly receive. But as time went on, technology changed, and encyclopedias kind of went away.
Kind of a thing of the past.
Yes.
It's because it's all online now.
Exactly, yeah, because I saw the writing on the wall. I saw the CD-ROMs come in, and now you have Google, where it used to be if you had a question, go look it up in the encyclopedia. Yeah. Now people bring out their phones, and they get instant information. So, the business kind of went, it was a changing world, and in 1998, 1999, I was basically starting over, and I was kind of bankrupt in so many different ways in my life. I was bankrupt personally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, and
relate to
many have been there, and praise God, we serve a God of second chances. So
yes, sir.
I received an opportunity with a credit card processing business, and a friend that I've known for almost 30 years introduced me to this business, and that was back 1999, 2000, and in 2002, I started working with Retriever Merchant Solutions. That's why we call this the RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. Okay. And every year, and that's under the leadership of Brian Campstra, and I know Brian's probably watching, so thank you, Brian, for the great opportunity that you give each and every one of us. And I'll tell you what, we have a slogan that we say, it keeps getting better. And I can honestly say that my life has improved each and every year, and it definitely does keep getting better. And it's been an absolute blessing for me and my family.
I tell you, Richard, I've been a salesman most of my life as well. I started out knocking doors in neighborhoods, looking for dirty houses that needed to be pressure washed and painted. And I tell you, I met a lot of wonderful people doing that in my life. In fact, that's how I met Johnny and Donnie Van Zandt. Now they're big endorsements of the network. They've actually helped take care of me most of my life. I've been working for them. But it takes a certain breed of person, because not everybody's into sales. Not everybody can sell something or even has the desire to sell. What would you say to those people that think they can't do it?
Well, if you think you can't, you're already defeated. That's
there
the
you go.
line. You know, the main thing is there's no such thing as a born salesperson. Sometimes people think, I've got the gift of gab, I can sell to anybody, I'm just a true salesperson. The reality is, this is an amazing thing, the best salespeople are people that are generally reserved. And they're not boisterous and loud, but they're good listeners. So if you get anything today, we're going to teach a lot of things this evening. If you get anything today, the best salespeople are the best listeners.
Well, I also found in my years out there working, out in the field and all, and working for a lot of different people, that you have to believe in what you're selling. To be a good salesman, you have to believe in wholeheartedly what you're all about and what you've got to offer, and be very passionate and be able to project that to that person. Mm-hmm. It's not just, and there's different kinds of sales. There's high pressure sales, and then there's the casual sales. Check it out, tell me what you think, and then you got to do your follow-ups. There's a lot to sales. It's not just going in there and trying to sell a job. You've got to work it to try to make sure that you close them deals. And I tell you, I think that there's probably a lot more people out there that could do sales if they actually took the time, believed in themselves, and found something they were passionate to get into sales.
Absolutely. I think the key is to get to know your product. Knowledge breeds confidence. But most importantly, believe in you. Believe in your company, believe in your service, believe in yourself. And if you believe in you, guess what ends up happening? The people that are in front of you, they start believing in you also. And I tell all our salespeople daily, don't go out and try to convince people. Don't try to oversell people, because people don't want to be sold. They want to be helped. If you can go out and whatever you're selling, and you can show the people that you're helping them, and you're sincere, and you're genuine, and you believe in what you're doing, and you can convey that message with enthusiasm, people buy that. It's sincerity.
Absolutely. And that, along with, knowledge.
Correct.
People don't have knowledge of certain things. Hey, I can save you some money. I can help you with this. I can make this better at a cheaper price than anybody else, because I know what I'm doing. I'm not a giant company. There's certain things that you can do to let people know that you're not just there just for the one-time sales. You want to be able to have repeat customers too, and be able to create a relationship with people.
There you go.
And also, now you have actually evolved within the past. So you've been doing it with RMS for how long?
Since 2002. So 15. I've been in the credit card business, or credit card processing total 17 years.
Wow.
Yes.
And you've seen a lot of changes in that industry as well.
It's amazing the technology that's coming out, and I'm kind of old school, so sometimes you try to fight it, but we have, when it comes to credit card processing, we are in a cashless society. They talked about that years ago. Now you see the devices on the phone, you got online processing, we have tablets, we've got POS systems. So we've got something for everybody. And if in our industry, if you learn the programs and you learn the products and you have fun and you believe in yourself, you're going to have success. There's no question about it. There's no secret formula. I tell everybody the 3 keys to success are attitude, attitude, attitude. You've got a great attitude. Attitude. But along with that, because some people may say, I have a great attitude, but you mean I have to go out and apply myself? I knew there was a catch, because most people don't want to put forth that effort. And people may ask,
especially when they're having a bad day.
Exactly, yeah. And you got to keep momentum. And we're going to talk about that in these classes that we're doing. No secret formula. Attitude. Go to work. And if you have that, you're going to have success.
Don't let nothing or nobody stop you. There are no obstacles.
Yeah. Don't let the naysayers win.
That's right.
Yes.
And you're going to talk a lot about some other things coming. We're going to go to a break here, and you're going to get back down to the basics.
We're going to get back to the basics. So let me encourage you to break out your notebooks. This is valuable stuff. I'm going to share this with you, and this comes from my heart. This isn't me just saying to do this. I'm saying do what I do. Everything that we're going to be teaching is through my experiences being out in the field visiting merchants. So I'm excited to share it with you, and I'm saying hello to everybody that's out there. I know we have representatives all over the country. We've got people that want to get into sales, and maybe they're just taking a look at it. So we're going to share the opportunity with you. So I'm thrilled and excited. I want to thank you, my dear friend, for allowing me to be on your show. And Mike and I serve in a great ministry together, along with my great friend Jim Wilson. I want to thank Dave, our other producer.
David Bell.
So we're just excited.
I'd like to say thank you to James and Amy Gandy for all they do, and to Johnny Van Zandt for our endorsing American Hearts Radio Network. We're going to go to a commercial, little message from Johnny Van Zandt, and a message about the Hands and Feet Foundation.
All right. Awesome.
And we'll be right back.
Hey everybody, Johnny Van Zandt from Leonard Skinner here. Hey, come sail the Caribbean on the Southern Rock Cruise with all of our good friends. Hey, and we'll meet you over in Jamaica and play some Skinner for you. God bless.
Please donate to the Hands and Feet Foundation West Side today. This ministry is a 501c3 non-for-profit organization. They feed people every day hot meals, they give away clothes and food, and they also offer a sanctuary and prayer. Donate to the Hands and Feet Foundation on the West Side, Jacksonville, Florida, right there on 103rd Street. God bless you. Tell them American Hearts Radio sent you. We're on a mission from God.
Please visit Hands and Feet Westside, www.facebook.com/handsandfeet.org, or give them a call at 904-465-5083. 904-465-5083.
Welcome back, everybody. Great to be here. I'm excited to be able to share these wonderful tips that will help you to have success in whatever you do. These are things that are going to help you not only in sales, but just in life in general. Now, a question may arise where someone may say, how can someone come into a business and be successful, like with Retriever Merchant Solutions, and go out and write 10 merchants within a week, and somebody else, they go out and they struggle. They maybe write 1, maybe 0. What's the difference? I mean, they're selling the same product. They've had the same training. They're working for the same company. They have the support exactly the same. The difference is right here. So we're going to talk about a checkup from the neck up. As I talked about earlier, it's all about attitude. So we're going to take you to the next level. Some of you are brand new starting out in sales. Some of you are brand new starting out with Retriever. Some of you have been around for a while. Some of you may be going through a little bit of struggle and you want to get back to where you were successful. So we're going to get back to the basics, and I'm all about keeping it simple. Sometimes salespeople tend to oversell and they overwhelm the merchants. So we're going to get you away from that, and we're going to go back to the basics. So if you go get yourself a notebook, this is valuable information. I'm going to share some things with you. Some of them may be repetitious, but it definitely is worth hearing it over and over again. So the psychology of selling is what we're going to talk about. Successful selling begins in the mind of the salesperson. There's a direct relationship between self-concept and sales performance. The self-concept of the salesperson determines his or her level of sales. So the first step is developing the right philosophy. So the first thing I want to share with you is the ability to ignore temporary setbacks. That's part of life. In life, we go through setbacks. whether it's in sales or just life in general. You have a choice. You can either let that setback defeat you and say, that's it, I'm done, I'm a failure, I'm just going to give up, I knew I wasn't going to make it. Or you can take the other route and say, you know what, this is just a setback, it's an obstacle, it's a challenge. I'm going to get through this, I'm going to learn through this, I'm going to get better because of that. I'm going to be a better salesperson because of this obstacle, and I'm going to march right through it. So that's part of being successful in anything, especially in sales. The second thing is do not become discouraged, because in sales, we have ups and downs just in life. We have ups and downs. You've heard the phrase, a quitter never wins and a winner never quits. So no matter what you go through, you have a bad day, you just say, you know what, it's a bad day. I'm not going to take that bad day into the next day. I'm going to start out with a new day with a big smile on my face with good eye contact, and I'm going to be excited for the new beginning that I'm going to have. So number 3, have complete control over your thoughts. Do not be susceptible to negative influences. As a raise of hands, all of you out there, and I got some people here in the room, how many of you agree that there's negative influences out there? All you have to do is turn the news on. And guess what? Today there was an earthquake. Today there was a hurricane. Tomorrow's going to be a tornado. This is going to happen. Your sports team is losing. The weather's going to be horrible. Join us at 12 noon for some more bad news. So you get back at 12 noon and you watch more. The hurricane's worse. The tornadoes are worse. The earthquakes are worse. The world is falling apart. Join us at 6 o'clock tonight for some more negative news. Join them at 6 o'clock. Here you go again. Oh, this is horrible. That's horrible. There's death, murder, everything that's going on. Have yourself a great night. And after being bombarded with all that negativity, at the end of the night, it's like, wow, man, I'm just discouraged. I'm deeply discouraged. And then right before someone goes to bed, they turn that news on again. It's like, join us at 11 o'clock before you go back. Before you go to bed, it's like more negative news, and then you wonder why you have nightmares at night. So it's good to be updated with current events, but don't just surround yourself with that. When you're going and you want to be successful, it's very important that you surround yourself with nothing but positive. And I'm talking about the music that you listen to, the things that you read, the people that you hang around. Do you guys know this, that you are a product of your own environment? If you hang around with people that swear all the time, guess what? Pretty soon, you're going to start swearing all the time. If you hang around people that do drugs all the time, you're going to start doing drugs eventually. You are who you hang with. So hang around with super successful people, super positive people that are going to encourage you, going to lift you up. They're happy for you. They're going to encourage you to be successful. Do not be susceptible to negative influences. Also, next one, write this down. Do not expect to become a professional overnight. You can and you will improve each day. You can and you will have success in this industry. We teach you all the basics to become successful, but understand you're learning, and I'm still learning. I've been doing this 17 years. I'm still learning. So always keep improving, have success, and understand you're going to keep on getting better. You can and you should improve each and every day. I'm getting excited as I'm sharing this stuff with you. It's like, I just want to get back out in the field right now. The starting point, the next thing, write this word down, desire. The starting point of all achievement is desire. If you were to ask me, what, in fact, Mike had asked me, what do we look for in salespeople? Do we look for someone that has had experience in sales, no experience in sales, older, younger? What do you really look for? The main thing that we look for is someone that has desire, the desire to become successful. And you can look people's eyes and you can see the determination that's in their eyes. I love Rocky. I love watching all the movies Rocky. They talk about the eye of the tiger. And when you want to be successful, you have to have that eye of the tiger. I'm going to be successful. I have so much desire. I have so much determination. I'm going to be super, super successful, and I'm making the commitment. So the starting point to all success is desire. Do you have the desire to become successful? I believe that you do. The next thing, have the correct mental attitude. Remember that ease or difficulty in your work depends upon how you think about it. Think it's hard, and guess what? It's hard. Think it's easy, and it tends to become easy. You know what's amazing in this business? I see this all the time. We have representatives in Florida, and they'll go to another state up in, we'll say, Illinois. And to them, it's brand new area. And when they get to that area, they do absolutely fantastic because their mindset is, man, it's going to be a lot easier. And then we have people in Illinois that come all the way down to Florida, and they do wonderful, where the people in Florida say, you don't want to come here, this area is pounded to death. They go down there and they have success because the area is new to them. Understand, the only area that matters is the area right here. That's the only area that matters. So if you think it's hard, it's going to be hard. If you think it's easy, it tends to be more easy. The next thing, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. Our only limitations are those set up in our minds. We talked about that earlier, believing in what you're doing, believing in yourself. You may say, well, I'd like to be super wealthy. I'd like to be a millionaire. Well, if you believe it, you can achieve it. It's all about having a goal, a plan, and have the vehicle where you can achieve that success. So nothing's impossible. It's all set up in your mind. Here's a good one too. Personal problems. Anybody ever have any personal problems at all? Never allow them to affect you while you're working. A potential customer will not understand or care why you are worried. So if you have a fight with your spouse and you bring that out in the field and you start taking it out on the merchants, there's probably a good chance they're not going to respond to you. And I understand also, especially when you're starting in sales, there may be a little financial pressure on you and you need to make money. I've been there. When I first started, I needed to make money last week. So I had that financial pressure on me. But you cannot take that out in the field because people read whatever is in your eyes. You might as well have it stamped on your forehead. Hi, my name's Rich Norton. I need money. And it's stamped right there. I need to make a sale. People can read that. Don't do that. Use the field as therapy. One of the greatest things that we do is when we go out and we make a sale, when we write up a merchant, what a great feeling that is. I know I'm talking to so many of you out there that just love that feeling. You come back, you're driving back home, you've written 2 merchants for the day. Life is so awesome, and all those big problems that you had before seem to dwindle a little bit, and they don't seem to be as big anymore. So don't stay out of the field if you're having personal issues. Get in the field and use the field as therapy. The next thing is to be honest. We tell all of our representatives, and be honest about your work habits and your performance. We tell all of our representatives, do not be a lone ranger, retriever representative. Surround yourself with people that are going to encourage you and lift you up. Whoever your trainer is, whoever your team leader is, make sure that you report to that person daily and be honest about your work habits. If you had a difficult day and let's say you just made calls upon calls upon calls and nothing happened, nothing was happening, and then you go back to your trainer at the end of the day and you say, man, everything was great. I gave 57 presentations, almost wrote all of them. Now that's not going to help you. You want to be honest. You want to say, you know what? I struck out today, man. I couldn't give it away. I was bad today. I really need help with our opener. So can you help me with that? And I promise you this, that's what our managers and trainers are trained to do. You know, they're there to help you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to encourage you and support you. You can call me anytime. If I don't answer, leave me a message and I'll get back with you. We're here to ensure that you're going to be successful. So don't be a lone ranger, retriever representative. Here's what I find. The people that are successful are the people that call us the most, especially the new people. They call up, hey, Rich, I'm with this merchant right now. This is what's happening. All right, here's what you need to do. Work on this, work on that. We close the deal. The ones that don't call us usually means they're not working. That's the bottom line. So we're going to take a quick break here, and we're going to share some more things. I'm so excited to share this with you. Like I said, what a great opportunity that we have, and I'm just enjoying it, and I'm thankful for each and every one of you, and I'm super excited for your success because you're going to make it happen. Let's go to commercial. I'll be right back.
This is Michael Loya with American Hearts Radio Entertainment Network Corporation. We are on a mission from God. That's why November 18th at Cliff's Bar and Grill at 033 Monument Road, Jacksonville, Florida. We have an all-day event. It is our Sanctuary Project benefit concert. This is to help and save the ones that are lost, to create the sanctuaries where people can come and get some love and compassion. Under Luke 19:10, for the Son of Man came to seek and save the lost. We've got Jason Evans Band going to be there, baby, along with Monica Deadman, Peter Hefty and Justin, Disciples of the South, and we've got more talent that we're going to add to the bill. That's right. Portions of all donations will go to the Hands and Feet Foundation Westside. This is sponsored by the local Top 40 with Ronnie Dean, Southern Style Productions, and Hotel Productions. That's right, baby. November 18th at Cliff's Bar and Grill. If you want more information, give them a call, 904-645-5162. We will have live auctions. If you'd like to donate any items to auction off at this event, contact AmericanHeartsRadio.com. We are on a mission from God.
All right, welcome back. Fantastic. We always start our day by saying it's a super fantastic, dynamite, exciting day, and I feel great, and I am great, because that's the next thing I want to talk about, and write this down. Positive mental attitude. People prefer to buy from individuals who radiate confidence, optimism, and enthusiasm. The reality is people are not buying our product or service, even though it's great for them. They're buying you. So you have to be the best you that you can possibly be. Now, some days you may not be feeling that way. So that's why it's important that you wake up in the morning and you give yourself a pep talk. And I do this all the time. I look in the mirror and I say, Rich, you are awesome. You're going to have a great day. You're going to have a fantastic day. Watch out, merchants, here you come. Who's going to be blessed by your presence? Who are you going to help today? Go out and have fun. You're going to have a super successful day. Now imagine if you started out your day and you looked in the mirror and you said to yourself, what kind of day are you going to have today? And you raise your hands, you say, you know what? I'm going to have a super fantastic, dynamite, exciting day, and I feel great, and I am great. Now you might say that's crazy. Well, I'd rather be rich and crazy than poor and sane. Okay, so you can look in the mirror and say, today's a super fantastic, dynamite, exciting day, and I feel great, and I am great. Say that with me. It's a super fantastic, dynamite, exciting day, and I feel great, and I am great. So you're already feeling better just by doing that. The next thing is persistence. The ability to keep going is essential to success. And we talked about this before. Winners never quit. Quitters never win. We will go through difficult times. I'll tell you about today, for example. I drove all the way down to Orlando from Jacksonville, about a 2-hour drive. I get out in the field at 9 o'clock, and I said to myself, I'm going to get me a quick deal, and then I'm driving back. I'll be all rested up. I'm coming to that training class tonight. Well, how many of you know that sometimes things don't work out that way? I went out there and it was pounding and pounding. I missed presentations. It's 11 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. My wife calls me up. How's your day? It's not good. It's not good at all. I mean, I need to go out and make it happen. I got to go out and make it happen. So finally I got close to home and I said, you know what? I'm going to hit 2 more doors. That first door I went into wasn't happy with their processor, and I went and wrote them up. And I got out of there about 4, drove back home, didn't have to rest, I was just positive anyway. So persistence, even me, been doing this 17 years, I have days like that where you have to go out and be persistent. So that's important. Also, success. Success comes to those who become success conscious. If you believe in yourself and you believe you're going to succeed, you will have success. Belief. You must absolutely believe that you have the ability to become a top performer. And also, what's important is self-image. How can we improve on our self-image? We all love ourselves. Let's face it, we really do. You take a picture of yourself. Someone takes a picture of you and you're in a group, and you look at the picture first person that you look at? Yourself. Why? Because you love yourself. So how can you work on building your self-image? The way you dress is important. The way you look. Smile. If you see someone without a smile, give them one of your smiles. Read positive books. Do things that are going to inspire you to be successful. We have a couple more things, and then we're going to close our show here. But confidence in yourself. You are a unique person. There's only one you. God created you to have success. You have to believe that. You have to have confidence in that. There's never going to be another you. Be your own best supporter at all times. Self-confidence, as I shared with Mike earlier, if somebody doesn't believe they're going to not be able to be successful, they're not going to be successful. Self-confidence is necessary for success in every field. The last thing I'm going to cover is the fear of rejection. In sales, guess what? You're going to have rejection. But you know what? The biggest success in this business has been myself. I'm humble, but I've been very successful. I've written 600 merchants in 1 year. I've written 500. I've been the top sales representative in this industry, and I give all the praise to God for the gifts that He's given me. But I'm the biggest success, but guess what? I am the biggest absolute disaster of a failure. I have heard more no's than anybody in this industry. I have gotten more rejection than anybody in this industry. I have missed more presentations than anybody in this industry. I've gotten the most no's, the most rejections, but I've also made the most presentations. I've gotten the most yeses. I've gotten the most success. In order to succeed, you have to fail. Work on being a terrible failure, and you will be a big success. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. We're going to have some awesome training. I got a whole book of stuff right here, and this isn't costing you anything, just a little bit of time, and I'm thrilled to share that with you. Remember this, that every day that we have on this earth is a gift from God. I hope you believe that. What you do with that day is your gift back to God. Have a super fantastic, dynamite, exciting day. You're going to do awesome. Today is the beginning of the rest of your awesome life. I'll see you next time.